Turn this down some. And this way some. Should have cleaned the camera off. Hey, everybody. If you could share the live when you come in, that would be nice. I just started watching someone or following someone who I like her page already, and I found it because someone else shared her page. And so sharing definitely helps. And we are live. Yes, we live. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. This lighting is and excuse my, I'm sorry if I'm sniffing a lot and rubbing my eyes. We do have a cat now and I'm allergic. So sometimes it be irritating me. So please excuse me. And so OMG, this is okay, so this can be a little bit of a touchy subject. I made a post about this maybe a couple years ago, and it definitely was a very touchy subject, and it's kind of it does get a little interesting when we get, when so many people get into their feelings on holidays and traditions. And so, well, I'm not going to get into all of the um like all the history of the holidays and stuff. We're just going to touch on a few of the basics. Let me get a few more stuff real quick. How's y'all Wednesday night going? How's your Wednesday going? Okay, we about to get started. I hope y'all having a nice Wednesday night. Uh, I had time to go live again today, so let's get this started. Okay, so like I said, holidays could be a little bit touchy. Oh yeah, you guys share this for me, please. Holidays could be a little bit touchy, and so while this is me speaking of my own experience and my own knowledge and my own observation, everyone is entitled to feel what they believe, and so let's not get into our feelings on anything. And keep it respectful. How are we doing this evening? I'm doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. And so I put a status yesterday and I said, are we still gonna be not being honest with our children about Santa Claus in 2022? Because it is 2022 and Santa Claus been around for a long time. And so what happens is you have a lot of parents who will say like, yeah, I'm sticking to it. I'm not going to ruin that for my children. I'm not going to ruin that experience for them. And so I just find it hard to believe, why do we feel like that's ruining the experience if we don't lie about something. And so, a little backstory: I grew up celebrating Christmas. I loved Christmas. Actually, I did. It was fun because I remember just the family being like extra close at that time. I remember getting a lot of gifts, so many gifts. My parents always got so many gifts, and um, it was just fun. I always got everything I wanted, and it was a fun time. And I believed in Santa Claus. Some presents would say from like my mom or my dad, and some would say from Santa Claus. So I believed in Santa Claus. Oops. Until one year I woke up and I saw my parents wrapping the presents. And I didn't think nothing of it until I saw those same presents under the tree later and it said from Santa. And I was like, wait, hold up. What? And while they might not have known, I was a little sad. I was like, wait, what? So, and then I had to keep the lie up for my sister. So, it was just like, I was a little bit sad. Like, do you guys think that, a child would be sad if they found out that Santa Claus was not real? Like, or you think that it's not like a big deal? Well, my son is December baby and he loves the festivity of Christmas. As a 3-year old, he doesn't care about nothing the fun and enjoying the moment. However, the truth will be told to him once he's able to understand. I hint that I am Santa, but he doesn't get it yet. Okay, Jacqueline, thank you for that comment. I actually saw a couple parents say some things like that as I was reading through like posts about Santa Claus and stuff. And so, um, what I was thinking about that is like, okay, but can a child still enjoy Christmas and things if you just made Santa a fun character? Like, where does the lies come in at? Or if you didn't even introduce Santa at all, would you be lying if you didn't even introduce him at all? Like, um, or like I said, why can't he be made into like this fun character? Like, why does it have to be lies about him? That's just the part I don't understand. And is it a smart ideal? Like, is it smart? Like, we teach our kids, like, don't lie, don't tell stories, don't not be honest. Definitely trust your eyes and your observation. Definitely trust your intuition. It's like when we're I feel like when we're lying to them about the tooth fairy, about the Easter bunny, about Christmas and all of these things, like we're kind of going against our own things that we are preaching to them. We don't want them to lie and we want them to be honest to us, but we lied to them for years over Santa Claus, and it's like, why? Like, I could see if he was real, but he not real. So we give all this credit to a mythical fictional character for what y'all think? Why? Why are we doing this? It's not lying at all. It's just like any other holiday that's man-made. The Santa he knows is fun and cool. He doesn't know the deep knowledge about Santa. I don't do Easter Bunny or Tooth Fairy. Okay. He does. The Santa he does. Okay. Uh. I think the next thing I get into is wait, let me just go through my notes because I don't want to move too fast, and I really don't even need to go through my notes. But I try to speak about stuff from my own feelings, but I'm still have to say it in a certain way because I don't want to come off offensive or anything. Like, guys, this is video, and it could get a little hard when you passionate, you speaking about something. Like, I don't want to offend anybody. Like, these are just my own feelings, and y'all. So I just be having to rethink things before I say it, so it don't sound a certain way. But sometimes I kind of don't care. I ain't gonna say I don't care, but because I mean it is what it is. Um, so can you please use the overview to post the notes for us ahead of time? Okay, I could do that. You mean like to kind of let everyone know what I was be speaking about? Is that what you mean? I hope so, because I usually do that. I was trying to do something a little different this time because I made myself a little nervous when I give myself stuff to talk about. I don't know. I'm not good at planning things and doing it. I'm better at just doing it, if that makes sense. Like all the topics I'm speaking about right now, literally, I just figured out within 20 minutes so that we can follow you and read your notes. Okay, great. I will definitely make sure I do that. So, yes, I think that, when it comes to holidays and things, that, these are the traditions and stuff that we're following, because, one is because they wish, put here in front of us. If we didn't see these traditions, we of course wouldn't follow them. So my next question is, why do you think we can't make our own traditions? Do you think that that's possible? Why do you think it's easier to go with a tradition that's already put out and not even a truth, really? And then instead of making up our own traditions, when you learn the origin of the story, it becomes less appealing. I definitely have in my notes the origin, and only because you have people say like it doesn't matter, like it's Jesus's birthday, it's God's birthday, and honestly, it's not God's birthday. He wasn't even born nowhere in December. And so we do know Christmas is a pagan holiday, right? Do we know this? Are we like in accordance to this? And we do know that, or maybe you guys don't know, but the synonym for pagan is heathen, atheist, infidel. As well as Easter, as well as Halloween. All of those are pagan holidays. Yet we celebrate them every single year. And then do you think about how we raising a society to believe in a mythical character who sees you when you're sleeping, knows when you've been good or bad, knows when you're awake, knows everything about you. And then when they grow up, we kind of tell them about God. And it's like, are you lying again? Like, I would wonder, does that happen? Because you told me about a character before that you weren't being so honest about. So you telling me there's a God now that knows when you're sleeping, knows when you're awake, knows when you've been good or bad, knows not. Like, we really telling the kids about Santa Claus basically the same thing that we would say about God. And so, if we create our own tradition, it would basically be removing ourselves from the ways of society and not just holidays. Bingo. Is there something wrong with that? What do you think? Do you think it's something wrong with that? Because I kind of feel like that's like I have removed myself from a lot of things. Because we don't do holidays. We homeschool, and I do feel like I have removed myself from like not necessarily society, but a lot of things we do are very different, and it kind of gets hard to to explain to the children that well, first of all, the children did celebrate Christmas for a couple of years. For the oldest two did, and so while they don't remember, because they were probably under like 7 years old, they don't remember. You have their grandparents and stuff who will still get them presents and stuff, which I kind of don't want them to do, but it's they just do it. And so I try to respectfully tell them, like, it's okay, please don't do that, because it kind of makes it like we're celebrating now. And so where it gets, with the children, it's like, well, your children better not tell any of the other children that there is no Santa Claus. Because if that's what you and your household do, then that's what you and your household do. And that's what I tell my children. So I don't tell them to go lie to other kids. Because if I'm not going to lie to you, I don't want you lying to other kids. However, you're not going to just go openly ask or tell a kid Santa Claus isn't real. But if you having a conversation with a child and they say, "Do you believe in Santa Claus?" "No, I don't. He's not real." That's fine to say. You cannot tell a child to go against their own observation, their own intuition. And plus, my children, they know not to just follow the first thing they hear. You have to use your senses that God gave you. Use your senses and just analyze some things. Use your intuition. Use your eyes for observation. They know the Santa Claus. They be like, what do kids really think he come down the chimney? What if they don't got no chimney? What do they think? Like, they wonder all these things already, and it's like, anybody got time to be? I ain't about to be lying about every single thing. Like, no, okay, guys, no. So, no, we can't make them go against their own observation, intuition to lie about a character. Like, what is the purpose? Okay, it's fun. Okay, make something else fun, right? Right? Like, and then you doing all this work. How do you tell a child who goes to school with other children when they're getting a freaking maybe 3 game systems for Christmas from Santa Claus, and then you got the next kid getting socks from Santa Claus? How do you tell? How do children talk about that? Like, why did Santa Claus get you socks, and why did I get 3 game systems? Were you better than me? Like, this goes deeper than, like, because Santa Claus ain't getting everybody the same stuff. Like we go as far as to lying about all these things. Him flying in the air, him coming down the chimney, him eating the cookies, the fact that Jesus is even born on this day. Everything about it is a lie, and we celebrate it because it's fun. Like, that has got to be the most hardest thing to wrap my head around. Anybody want to elaborate on this? You guys don't let me speak alone. Feel free to comment or come on here and speak. There's nothing wrong with making your own traditions. However, it makes no child better than the next because people choose to celebrate holidays differently. I don't know, did someone say that in the comments? I don't think no child is better, or I don't think that matters, like, with what we talking about. I don't know if I said that, but no, that doesn't matter. And I feel like no matter the origin of the holidays, people can just celebrate because of the festivities and enjoy the moment. I feel like, why wouldn't I let my child experience these things and having good fun things and activities to remember as they grow? Which is why we have our own stuff that we do. Like, I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying, but you're basically saying that you have to follow the traditions that was put in front of you, even though every single thing about it is a lie. But you want your kid to have fun, so you have to. And please don't take this in the wrong way. Please don't. Please. These are just my feelings, and I'm okay with listening to your feelings. I just don't know how people take things, so please don't take this in the wrong way. But what I'm saying is, we can make up our own stuff. How about we go off at least when God was really born? Because he wasn't born on December 25th. And if anyone says that is not accurate, then, you kind of could just dismiss yourself and go do a little bit more research and then come back and speak to me, because it is very, very, very much known that God or Jesus or whatever was not born on December 25th. So at this point, we're just participating in festivities built on all lies. And I'm saying we can't make up our own. Look, we kind of Juneteenth, like, that is a national holiday now. Like, banks are closed, things are closed now. That wasn't like that 5 years ago. That wasn't like that. We basically kind of made that a tradition on our own. Not as if Juneteenth didn't exist, but to where now banks are closed and things of that nature. Like, we can make up our own holidays. And I just find it hard to believe that we have churches and religions and things, but it says in the Bible not to lie. I know it says that. I know, like, and the thing is, I haven't read the Bible, but I know it says you shouldn't lie. Why is it okay when it comes to things like this? Okay, so my mother is getting on here, and before she starts speaking, hey mother,
Hey, sweetheart, how are
I
you?
wanted I wanted to say that mother, this do gets like a little touchy to talk about because we celebrated Christmas,
We did.
and I don't know if you were on here when I said that I loved Christmas, that it was a fun time. I definitely loved the if like I said, it felt like the family was closer at that time. We got a lot of gifts. You guys were off work. It was just a whole lot of stuff that contributed to the holiday being wild like that. I know that just because of my beliefs now, know that you guys celebrated it from what you knew and because you guys had fun too and enjoyed doing that for us. So please don't take anything I'm saying in any kind of way.
And you know what? That's the beautiful part about your open discussions is that, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Um, and I believe that it's not to be an aggressive conversation. I don't take offense or anything like that to what you're saying. So, for example, with everything around Christmas and stuff like that, and starting our own traditions, that's why when I'm blessed to do something, especially around the holidays for family and friends and everything, I look at it as being blessed throughout the year. And here's the celebrating part during these times. So that's how I'm looking at it now because I have seen so many things that, you know, yeah, it's sort of not right to, but that's just my opinion, because we didn't have a chimney. It didn't make sense anyway, but I went with it. I was little, so excuse me, I went with it. This when I was little. And then, with being taught differently growing up in the Nation of Islam, not taking away, but it was looked at, look, this really, this none of this is right. Like the day not right, or like this is not what this is supposed to be about. But then also understanding that it's about the celebration of his life. But then what day? I mean, so with all that being said, I think everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And if it were me and I could do things different, well, I'm not going to worry about it because I can't do things differently. But what I can do going forward is what I've been doing is around the holidays, especially around that time, because I have had a chance to save up money and everything. And then I get a chance to share it around those times and then to bring a smile to someone's face. But one more thing, really important,
Mm-hmm.
as far as those like the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and stuff like that, if this was correct, if this was true, then I specifically would ask who did I have an agreement with for the Tooth Fairy to take my teeth. I never agreed to give my teeth away. Especially for no 50 cent or no dollar. I need all those teeth back. I never told her she could take them. I
Yeah,
love
like
you.
why you get them? Yeah, right.
And what did you do with them?
I love you too, Mama. Thank you.
All right.
Bye bye. Okay, so what mom was basically saying was like, she used it as a time to celebrate, basically from throughout the year of everything, the blessings that has happened, and when holidays come, um, time to celebrate. Yes, Christians, pagan holiday. If we create our own, okay, my 3 year, there's nothing wrong. I've seen that. To know self To know self is to know truth, and that's when wholeness becomes purpose-filled prophecy. We are living an identity given to us by slave owners and carrying generation to generation, which is why we have to break generational curses. Like, in fact, I was bribed with $1. We have to break these. Like, how long do they keep going on? When do we make a change? Like, I get it. We love okay, and so what I wanted to say was what my mom was saying. Like she was saying, at the end, she just like, okay, it's just about celebrating, God, even though if we don't know when his birthday is. Well, why is it that on December 25th, it happens to be a day of celebration of a sun god named Horus who sacrificed babies? So before you want to say anything about that, if you need to dismiss yourself to go do some Google research, or even if you need a few days to go to the library, whatever one works best for you, you will find and discover that December 25th really was when Horus was born. And he sacrificed babies. You want to know where all the babies came from? They came from that orgy from 9 months earlier on Easter. But that's a whole nother topic. You guys, please don't take anything I'm saying to offense unless you go research, because you don't have to be mad at me or like feel like what I'm saying is a lie. You could just go see it and you will see that this is so true. So what we doing is we having a holiday that we're celebrating, that we celebrating with our children, that really this holiday on December 25th, there really was a person named Horus who was born, and you're really celebrating him who sacrificed kids. But yet we doing this all for the kids. It makes no sense, guys. We have to stop. We have to unlearn and relearn. It's okay to not go spend your money at Christmas. Like, if you don't celebrate Christmas, what are you doing wrong? Oh, well, now I'm not going to go get to spend money. Yes, you can. You can. How about you just make up something else? Like, you really want to get your kids some presents? How about you just make up something else? Like, okay, guys, on this day, um, you know, couldn't add guests. The person was able to join because of technical issues. Maurice, can you try to go out the live and come back in and then push add, and it might let you come on then. Um, Everyone must understand that we are now accountable for what we know. If we know better, we must do better. That would be judged based on the truth. Hey, cousin, you look beautiful. Wow, like a fun, lots of fun. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. And I definitely agree with you, because it's like when you do know, like, how can you know and just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna still do it, like, because we just kind of follow along. It makes you feel left out. Honestly, I do. Christmas come around, I feel left out. I do. I don't get to watch the kids open 50,000 presents, like, but they get stuff all throughout the year. At this point, I really think y'all don't even know what to get y'all kids anymore for Christmas anyway. They have everything. They have everything. It's like nothing else for them to get. So that's just like a whole nother story. Like, it's just overdone, and kids have everything, like everything. Like, they have extravagant homecomings, and prom send-offs, and they doing stuff that they would do at their wedding at prom already. Like, nothing is going to excite them anymore. When they get older, they're always going to be chasing that next feeling, that next great feeling, because everything is going to be already experienced and done. Is what it's coming down to. But like I was saying, so we can have fun. Why can't we have fun on another day? Because honestly, we having fun. I'm telling you guys, we having fun on a holiday where they really sacrifice babies. On December 25th. Like, y'all know God wasn't born that day. So why do we keep saying he was born that day? Y'all know he wasn't born that day. So at this point, what's the next thing? Because it's fun. You guys, do you know you participating in rituals and spells and stuff and lying? Y'all letting y'all kids sit on Santa Claus' lap, a stranger. Y'all wouldn't even let y'all kids talk to a stranger. We tell our kids, don't talk to strangers. Yeah, we take them to Santa Claus and let them sit on his lap. Why should he even be sitting on his lap anyway? We tell our kids, don't be sitting on, I mean, I don't know if y'all tell y'all kids, but we letting our daughter sitting on Santa Claus' lap. Like, it makes no sense. Can somebody help me out here? Help me out. Like, I get it. You can make up a day that's really special to you. Like, pick the most special person in your family. Like, wow, guys, this was the day we moved into our house. This is the day we're going to do a tradition on. Hey, Cercia.
Cousin, can you hear me?
I could hear you.
Okay. I got some headphones so I can talk now a little bit. It's interesting what you're saying, though. I mean, I joke a lot, but at the same time, I'm trying to learn more knowledge with my wisdom because without the other, it's just kind of impossible. But no, I guess I just want to add on, like that's really interesting what you're saying because no, sitting on Santa Claus' lap always been a thing for me. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of weird. I just want to add on. I ain't trying to get all deep, but I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, that's kind of weird, and it just felt a little bit uncomfortable for me. But I think I'm more open because today
Mm-hmm.
I learned about. I mean, we talk about wisdom and knowledge, but like I did like a little more research on wisdom and knowledge. Like wisdom is pretty much um just just knowing when, and knowledge is just pretty much. Hold on now. Hold on.
I'm listening.
All right. So pretty much wisdom is more than just knowledge though. It is the application of knowledge and the discernment that comes from the perspective. So pretty much wisdom and it just it's just let me see, hold on.
When you have the wisdom,
Right, but the knowledge and they work together. They
they
work
do
together.
work. They
You know
do
what I'm
work
saying?
together.
But anyway, I ain't all that educated now. But I just want to add on
Girl.
that I'm very open to learning different things, like even so just to hear about the real meaning of Christmas, even though I didn't see nothing wrong with it like that because I wasn't really like knowledgeable. So it's like, but my wisdom was like, girl, I was like, okay. So I mean, I'm all for my children regardless. You know what I mean? Because it is a beautiful thing to see your kids happy. We all want to see our kids happy. But I think I'm
Right.
just more open to being in a position where it's like, I mean, I'm the head now, but like I'm the mother, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Because kids go based off on what they see, not so much of what they hear. So when you kind of
Right.
like active with your kids, and I like I told you before, I was like, well, we can kind of make it fun. You know what I mean? Just to let them know, blah blah blah. It ain't got to be all serious, but I get it now because it's kind of almost ignorant to know something and not really, because I didn't have knowledge. You feel me? Because I'm like,
Right.
Santa Claus ain't real, because he's not.
Uh-huh.
But it's okay because we having fun. We enjoying our family. We ain't gonna worry about that. But now it is giving me a different perspective on like just hearing you, just being more open to something where it's like let's just let's just take it all in. And so I was thinking because I'm my excited ass. I'm just thinking, okay, kids, we finna do something different. How
Yeah.
about, you know, some people feel like, okay, Christmas and Halloween, okay, it's two totally different things. But for Christmas, I'm thinking like, okay, if you substitute, are you still feeling a void of something where you still celebrating though, or are you just like, instead of doing Christmas, do
That's what I
activities,
think.
or just don't do nothing at all? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we gonna do? Just sit here, or we can celebrate it by, you know, giving ourselves a reward for like really acknowledging and celebrate the fact that, okay, I learned something new. Let's do some activities.
Right. Just learn.
Lots of it. No, seriously, I think that'll be a time of a free day where kids can really learn. Like,
Learn.
something
And then they could
additional.
be rewarded for learning.
Exactly.
Like,
And that
okay,
could be a
guys,
free day. That could be a
we
free
just
day
sat
of just
here.
effort.
Right.
Let's go out.
And we just sat here and we just learned and we just, you know, made up our own new tradition. And, you know, this is how we're going to celebrate. Here's a gift for you guys. Here's your, you know, like you to switch up the meaning, switch up the narrative.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, sometimes, you know, having a religion, sometimes people can be religious. So some people say, well, instead of celebrating Halloween, if we still do something, that's still like, you know,
celebrating.
Right. So I was thinking the same thing for Christmas. I was like,
I mean, if Halloween, you could learn the real meaning of Halloween.
I mean, well, when you learn about it, how do you substitute that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Another activity day?
Yeah, that's what we be doing anyway. Doing activities and having fun and stuff. Do the you know.
Okay. Yeah.
But I definitely agree with what you was saying in the beginning, because, you know, it'll be like you still want to do it for fun, but then it'd be a little bit weird when you kind of know the meaning and then you still be like, okay, well, I'm doing it for fun. It's just finding a way to navigate through. Like I said, we can come up with our own stuff.
Yeah.
It's okay
to like this. We ain't gotta sit there like this, Dorchetta. It can be a family thing instead of like hopping from different houses and stuff, because, you know, I get claustrophobic real fast and I'll make a U-turn. I love my family, I really do, but I'm learning how to find time with my own family every day, like all the time.
Right.
It matters. It really do matter. I don't know if you can hear me, but my phone, my
I could hear you.
Yeah, right there. So I'm excited though, you know, because I'm learning something new every day. I mean, I can't quote unquote, you know, because like I said, I'm not as knowledgeable, but I'm always like.
Well, first of all, when you speak and you say things, you speak in real things. So when you told me 3 times you're not knowledgeable. Don't say that.
Every time now. I guess I know. You're right. I mean, I don't want to feel like I'm explaining or making up an excuse. I'm just being honest that I don't study like I should because of a lot of stuff. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? You speak those things and it'll really come to life the more you speak it. So let's just say I'm really trying to get on the track where I'm just kind of soaking a lot in, like.
Let's just say that you're gonna do what you said you did earlier. You look more into wisdom and knowledge. That's learning.
Exactly. I love you, cuz.
I love you, cousin. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, I had to. I'm getting the jitters now. I'm excited. Yeah.
Okay, then stay in the comments.
I am.
Okay, then.
All right, bro.
Bye-bye.
I don't know how to end it. You do that.
Let me see. Okay, I got it. Okay, thank you, Cercia, for joining. So like she said, like you just be doing it because it's fun and you don't really, you know, even be knowing what else to do, and you might not be that knowledgeable about it. But like I said, we can come up with our own traditions because like sometimes the question is, do you want to be knowledgeable about it? Because I'm telling y'all right now, are y'all gonna really go look into it and research? Are you gonna do that? Or are you just gonna be like, no, I'm just celebrated again. It's okay. I'm gonna just go along with it, because that's just what I'm used to doing and it's fun. Is that what we're gonna do, or are we gonna unlearn, relearn, and when we know better, are we gonna try to do a little bit better? What you guys think? Um, and so let me go through something. Like I said, it's kind of it goes on with all of them. Like I said, Easter, Tooth Fairy, like even the Tooth Fairy. Why we even gotta say the Tooth Fairy? Why can't we just say, oh, you lost a tooth, you about to get a new tooth, here you go. Here you go. I'm going. And why we can't keep their baby teeth, and because you keep them anyway. And like, why do we have to say it's from the Tooth Fairy? Just why? Like, at this point, we just lying for no reason. Like, why can't we be the one to give them money for their teeth? Now tell me, why y'all lie about the Tooth Fairy? Just why? It's fun. I'm gonna say everything is fun. It's so much fun in lying. We gonna teach our kids bad things. Like, we really teaching them, like, this is fun, guys. Must be a reason behind it all, right? Like, I mean, like the Tooth Fairy, like, that's just okay, like, I get the Christmas one, but the Tooth Fairy, like, I'm just saying, why we can't just get them money? We really get them the money for their teeth. The Tooth Fairy, it really is us. So why we lying? It's gonna be more fun if they think it's from the person they don't know, who been in their house under their pillow, another stranger. Like, why can't we be like, this is for you? You can put a little envelope, you could put some glitter in it. Like, it's a magical moment. You lost a tooth and you're about to get a new one. Like, this is a great magical moment. Here's little sparkles, girls like stuff like that. Still make it special. Like, why we gotta say the Tooth Fairy? You guys can still have fun with your children and make things fun for them and not lie. That's possible. Knowledge is power, Sutter, and we need to regain ours. We definitely need to regain, but like I said before, when we do regain the knowledge, are we using it? Are we going to apply the knowledge? Because if we don't, then it just become ignorance. Is that the right word? Sometimes, guys, I don't use the right word, and I'm working on that. You are open to learning. So like I was saying a little bit earlier, just something else for you guys to go research, that Easter was another pagan holiday where it was another sun god who you're celebrating. And this one was all about sex. Y'all know, like, we hide the eggs for the children, we paint them, and we go tell them to find them. Easter head hunt. History repeats itself in different ways, different forms, different traditions, different things, because they were hiding our women, slaves, in the cotton fields, painting them, and then when they find them, they would rape them. It's what they really did. But now what we do for fun is we take the eggs and we paint them and we hide them and we have the kids go look for them. Why? Because Jesus was resurrected on this day. Another something that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, and then can you believe if you celebrate every holiday, okay, and you telling your kids you're going along with all traditions, that means you done lied about the Tooth Fairy, you done lied about Santa Claus, you done lied about the Easter Bunny. Who else? Y'all do elves on the shelves now. Y'all lying about them, making them think they moving around the house. How about if we lie? How about we be like, if you eat all your vegetables, you're gonna be a superhero. You're gonna have magical powers. How about we? If you really gotta lie and have some fun, can you do lies like that? Or we really be lying about real lies, like real made up stuff? I'm sorry, guys. It just gets a little. We can have fun in other ways. Like, we can have fun in other ways. So instead of saying what we don't do, let me say what we can do. So instead on Christmas, when you're really celebrating Horus who sacrificed babies, how about we just go a couple days before and then celebrate, and maybe it'll be snowing. Maybe it'll be the first time it was 3 inches of snow, or maybe it would be, hey, your parents probably off work around that time. Maybe your parents get some extra time around off work. Maybe you guys go do something. Or maybe that month, like I said, something new happened for you guys. You guys can find a reason to celebrate. The thing is, we have to find reasons to celebrate when you really don't. Every moment you waking up and you living is a reason to celebrate, right? Why we gotta wait till December 25th and this day to have fun and lie about things because it's fun? I'm just saying, you guys can't sit and notice and still just be like, I want to do it because it's fun. Like, what are you gonna tell the kids when they want to go do stuff because it's fun, but it's not right? But it's okay for us to do stuff that's fun and lie and it's not right? Maybe we didn't know better. So now if you know better, what do you do about it? That was the basis of yeah, I'm sorry. And then like I said, I watched a video and the mom told her, because the older son knew that Santa wasn't real, she ended up telling the younger son because I guess she didn't want to make him lie too. And so it was like, he was like, stop saying that Santa is real. He's magical. And she's like, no, baby, he's not real. He's like, stop saying that. Like, he was really getting sad. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Who ate the cookies? What do you mean? Who put them presents under there? What do you mean he not real? Like, and you think the older they get, the better? And that's the longer you didn't lie. Like we might as well just start fresh when they're young. And just, like I said, if anything, why lie about him? Why not just make him a fun character who is a part of Christmas? And you see him at Christmas time on pictures. You never will see him in real life. You only see him on pictures and movies around Christmas. You see him, hi, say, hey, Santa. He's a character that comes around Christmas time on movies and commercials. You will see him on the TV shows, but you will never see him in real life. That's okay to do, right? Why you gotta lie and say he brought you presents? Which just takes me to imagine being in a job where every day you was micromanaged, told what to do, when to do, how to do it, what time to clock out, what time to clock in. Your work is sometime evaluated with the next employee. And you rarely trusted to make your own decisions, because you're just kind of following along with things. That's kind of what happens at work, and that's what happens with children in school. I just think we have to think a little bit more when we're thinking about children and their life and how they are growing up, because children, their development and their life and how they grow up turns them into the people, the humans, the moms and dads, the grandmothers, the aunties, the sisters and brothers that they are. This is the most important time of your life when your brain is developing and learning things. And we're lying to our children about holidays, celebrating traditions that has nothing to do with the holidays. And on top of that, they in school being micromanaged compared to the next children, uh, leveled with grades to determine whether they're doing good or bad. Like, we really be trying to make it fun for the kids, but is it really fun for the kids when these are some of the traumas that children are going through, and that's affecting their characters and who they are when they get older? Like I said, how can we lie about a character all when they children and then expect them to believe in God when they get older? Like, couldn't that be like kind of hard or not? I say we need to start teaching our children, take back control of what they're learning, because we learning about things like Columbus and traditions that's not even a real thing, and they learning that God, all this stuff in school, and it's not even accurate. And then, like, we don't want to do anything about that. So yeah, hopefully the people that were on here went to go research, because I just really want us to I want us to be able to start making a change. This world is going to be the world that, like, my kids are going to be adults in, and they're going to have children, my grandchildren. And it's time to start making a change now, or otherwise it's just generational curses to keep continuing. So yes. Uh, that was my little discussion for today. Like I said, I know it can get touchy. I know, uh, because it's something it's either still gonna do, or something you've done for a long time. Change is uncomfortable, so people don't be want to change it up or anything. They just want to do what they used to. That's why we get consistent and stagnant, instead of when we learn it and actually learning and doing better. That's when you grow, and it's like you level up. So how do you guys feel about that? Anybody feel like they first do you feel like you would still celebrate Christmas even if you knew, like, if you found out, oh, that is the truth, that is a man who was born on that day who sacrificed babies, like, if you found that out and you found that to be true, would you still choose to celebrate it? I don't see no answers. I know it's only 2 people on here. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's all I guess I basically had to say. Let me look over my notes. Yeah, God was not born. Jesus was not born on December 25th. Fact. Um, Horus was born on December 25th. Fact. Christmas is a pagan holiday, and pagan is a synonym The synonyms for pagan is heathen, atheist, and infidel. We don't want our children going against their own observations and their own intuition. We can't let our kids see things and be like, oh no, that's no, we don't got no chimney. Oh, see, he's still gonna get in here somehow. Like we can't, like, you know, at this point it's, just multiple lies, and yeah, we need to kind of switch that up. Like I said, can you make him at least a fun character if you just really feel the need to celebrate? Yeah. So I have already changed. So yeah, that's about it. I had a little note right here, glucose test, because I seen someone took the glucose test today and it made them sick. A pregnant girl, or she said she felt sick afterwards. And you guys know the glucose test is when you take it to see if your child will have diabetes, or like how do they react to sugar. So they make you drink this drink, and then you wait an hour, then they draw your blood. They make you drink sugar syrup and then draw your blood to see how the baby reacts to it, as if the baby isn't going to react crazy because you just drunk sugar syrup. That on the back it says not for pregnant women. If you literally, they give you the bottle to drink. If you literally flip the bottle over, it says not for pregnant women to drink. Or if you are pregnant, do not consume this. But yet we drink it, we wait an hour, we let them draw our blood to see if the baby gonna have diabetes. I guess like if you have diabetes, or if the baby has diabetes, then more sugar would pass through to the baby. And so that's the test to see. Like, what do you expect the baby to do after you just drunk a bottle of sugar syrup an hour later? Like, it makes no sense. So then she got sick. And then when we got sick, like, well, yeah, you're pregnant and it said don't drink for pregnant women on the back. So that's what happens. And I never took it after my first baby. Good. I took it, I think I took it the first two children. And then this third child, I learned that, I learned that it wasn't good. And so then when they told me I had to take it, I was like, I don't want to take it. They brought another doctor in, and the doctors asked why did I want to take it. I said I didn't want to take it. Like, I gotta tell you why, like why I don't want to take it. I don't want to take it. Another doctor came in, 4 doctors later, and some threats. They say, okay, well, we can just poke your finger. After I kept refusing, and they end up poking my finger just like they do for a diabetic, draw my blood in a little thing, and they gave me my results like in 30 minutes. So what's the point of drinking a drink and waiting an hour and drawing my blood when you could just poke it, take a little bit of my blood, and tell me my results in 30 minutes? But at the same time, the doctors feel they know more on research and give us permission. Right. But sometimes they don't be researching. They just following the book. And the book wasn't set up for us. The book wasn't set up to heal people or to make people better or anything. Otherwise, they would have no jobs. So, they would have no jobs if they really heal people and cure people. They won't have nothing else to do. It'll be quick, easy, done with. And so it's sad that they even like persuade you to do something to where there's other options. So for any pregnant moms who may see this video, you do not have to take the glucose test. You can ask for other options, and it will give you an option that doesn't include ingesting something that says not for pregnant women and that you don't want to ingest. You guys know that that's that orange red nasty drink that they give you like somewhere around 33 to 38 36 weeks pregnant to test for diabetes. That's the first one. And so yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for being on my live with me. Happy birthday to my brother Robbie. It's his birthday today, and my other brother's birthday was 4 days ago. Got 2 Libra brothers. I was just checking on here to see. You guys, please share the video when you get off here, because like I said, I discovered someone new today who page I'm following, and the only way I discovered her is because I saw someone else share her page. So please share. Knowledge is powerful. Yes, mother, it is powerful. It is, because when you have more knowledge, you can move further along. So to share, mom, just push let me see if I click on the live. Then if you on the live right now, let me see. Push if you're on the live right, oops, let me see if I click on the live. If you're on the live right now, like you see down here, it say share. Just push that share and it'll share this live. I don't know if you see that on yours. More knowledge increases strength. Definitely, Cercia. And just because even when you know more and you feel better, like, wow, I bet you didn't know that. It will share it to my Facebook, right? Yes, it should share it to your Facebook. And so I guess that's it for me. I will see you guys in the next live. Thanks for watching. Bye.